What else? I did the dating show. That was super fun. Behind the scenes was, I got there. I was absolutely terrified. I had to go to London for it, and I had to be there by like 1 p.m. so that we could do makeup, and we did a rehearsal and everything, which actually really helped. So what happened was, I woke up early, I put makeup on, I dressed up really nice, and then me and Sarah and Paul went on the train to London. And then we got to London, and we walked around, we took a bunch of video, so there will be like a behind the scenes video, I think, on the members' YouTube or something, possibly. Because Sarah had like a handheld camera with her from the office, and so there will be like B-roll and all of that stuff. And there will be, I talked about visiting Buckingham Palace. You'll get my opinion on that. And then we just filmed kind of like all over the place. We walked all over. I got super like almost sweaty, but it was kind of nice out. And then we took a car to go to a warehouse in the middle of I don't fucking know where in London. And that was where the shoot was. So I got there. I met the people from Prime Video UK, and I met... Well, I guess Jack didn't get there till later. Half of London, true. So I got there. They gave us food, which was awful. The food was terrible. I don't blame them, though. I think it just happened to be terrible. And I think by the time we got there, it was kind of, like, cold. And most of it was gone. So they asked us, do you want lamb, like, sticks? Lamb and meat sticks? It was, like, a food truck style. Do you want lamb and meat sticks on maybe rice or something? And then it was like a shrimp linguine, maybe. And then there was a tofu, like, Asian-style noodle thing. So I was like, we all said tofu Asian-style noodle. Me, Paul, and Sarah. And then they were like, oh, we only have one left. And since I was the celebrity, I guess, they gave it to me. Paul carried my bags through London. Sarah took pictures of me everywhere. I was like, this could all very easily go to my head if I wasn't such a fucking, like, idiot. Like, if I wasn't such a wiener, I would have been like, that's it. This is me from now on. This is who I am. But instead I was like, please, I will carry my own bag. Do you want any photos taken of you? Etc, etc. The tofu sticks were awful. I only ate a tiny bit of it. All I'd had that morning was a croissant and half caffeinated coffee, so I had caffeine. And then we got there. We ate that food. They had me set up the stream on the laptop so that when I needed to stream later, I could do it. And then it was time for me to get my makeup done. Hair and makeup. Which is why we got there the time that we did, because they were like, do you want your hair and makeup done? And I was like, well, they can probably do, like, production-style makeup better than I can. So I sat down, the lady wiped off the regular coverage makeup I had, and then she left my eyes alone because she's like, oh, these already look nice. No big deal or anything. She redid my makeup, all of that. While she was doing that, Jack Manifold came in. He's super nice. Everyone was about 10 years younger than me. Not on the production side, of course, but all of the talent was at least 10 years younger than me, pretty much. And I was like, do they know I'm old? Do they know I'm old? So I talked to him. He was very nice. Introduced myself. And then there was a talent manager for the 3 datees. So he was like, do you want to meet the talent? And I was like, is that allowed? Because is this like a marriage or something where I'm not supposed to meet them like before it happens? And he's like, no, you can say hi to them if you want. So I was like, okay. So I walk into the room, which is that haunted library, and the 3 of them are sat in there. And it was Lily, Holly, and then Jason were sat. And I was like, hi, and they all looked at me and they were like, oh, are you Boba? And I was like, yep. And then they introduced themselves. And like, this is not like, I guess I'll just be... The gay panic kicked in. Yes. You look like someone Leonardo DiCaprio would date. Under 25? Under 25? Okay, so the honest truth is, I met them, and this would have happened anyways, because as soon as I saw Lily, I was like, oh, it's over. Like, game over. Like, that's it. We don't have to do the show. Like, this is it. You're showing me that there's a woman here who has got like grayish silver hair, is so mega cute, has tattoos, she had teeth gems, so did Holly, and just was like so explicitly my type. I was like, maybe it was a bad idea to see them first. I was Disco, I'll tell you why. I like O's, but O's is like, I love O's, but I don't have a crush on her, you know? And I love Boof, and I think she's so beautiful. But she's my friend, so even if I did have a like small crush on her before, she's my friend, so she's just my friend, you know? But this girl, I was like, that's it. I'm fucking dead, dude. Like, lay me out on the ground, cover me in dirt. It's over. Like, it's done. So they all introduced themselves. I also really, really liked Holly. She was great. They're like, we're all TikTok dancers. And I was like, please don't let me have to dance at all. Because the only thing that I know how to do is like... I only really know like twerking adjacent dance. I only know twerking adjacent. Like, I can't do anything else, really. That's all I know. So, you danced pretty well after Mango showed you. That's like Just Dance stuff, though. I can't floss either. No. This was for the Prime Video UK show. The dating show. So they all introduced themselves. I was like, okay, game over. These people are they were all cute. They were all nice. But I was like, but I'm fucking gay. I'm gay. And so then I was like, did we ever find out Holly's secret? No, I didn't. I actually didn't. So I was mega nervous still. I was like, I don't know what's going on, what we're gonna do. And they're like, okay, we're gonna do a rehearsal now. And I was like, okay. So basically, we ran through the entire show, but in like a shorter amount of time, so that we knew exactly what to do, where to stand, like what direction we were going in, and all of that stuff. So, no, I did not walk in on anyone pooping. So we ran through everything first. So I treated it as if it were live, and I was so fucking hilarious. I reused some of the things that I said in the rehearsal when we were live. Like when we were rehearsing, I talked about when that person was asking me out on a date, and that I just kept telling them that I just stay in my room and do nothing, and they were like, okay, but what do you do? So I said that, but I think it was good that I was completely like 100% like how I would have been when I was live too, because I think it kind of gave everybody an idea as to like what my humor is and like what it would be like. So I think Jack kind of like got the idea, and he was super nice. I was really nervous because I was like, oh, this guy's like 20-something, 20, and he's like a dream SMP guy or something. So I was like, this guy's gonna be like, what's this fucking, who is this idiot? Like, who is this? So we did that, and then we did the first dates with everyone, and they were like, okay, you come out, we're gonna show your video on the screen, and then you introduce yourself when it goes live. So basically, it was so that we knew what to do. Because they were also so nervous. Holly and Lily and Jason were also so nervous. So we did the first dates, and I did the 5-minute date with Jason. Smell my hat. Thank you for the 2 months. And Jason was super nice, but it felt harder to find things in common, I think. And so when we did the rehearsal date, we did the full 5 minutes, and I basically asked all the same questions that I asked during the dating show. And then after that it was, what is it, Holly and then Lily or something? Maybe I don't feel bad because, or not that I don't feel bad. I feel kind of bad because Jason only really talked about dancing, but I also kind of led the conversation. And so I feel like if that was all he talked about, maybe he was nervous and I was like trying to get him to talk about the thing that he was passionate about so that he would be more comfortable. Lily was first on the first round and Holly and Lily. Okay. And I tried to like, if I stream with other people, I'm not just doing it for my own exposure. I'm also like, I want this person to be highlighted because obviously they came on the show to be highlighted. And so I want them to also get something out of it other than just like, you know, being a prop in my dating show or something. Know what I mean? I did not ask them if they'd been to Mr. Dick's. I didn't even remember the word Manchester because I was like just working and stuff, you know? Hello, Oscar. So, yeah. And then it was Holly and Lily or something, but those, they were like, oh, we need to go faster. So those only were like 2 minutes or long or something, and we talked about some things there. But my conversations with Holly and Lily had some repeated questions from when the rehearsal, but a lot of it was stuff that I hadn't asked them, especially because I hadn't seen their videos yet. Did you always get asked to be the main datey, or could you have been one of the dates? I was just asked to be the main person. Because I think the other 3 were contacted from like a talent thing, and I think they all do stuff with Amazon anyways. If he's dancer and passionate about it, then it's fine. You talked about it. He got his exposure for that. Yeah. I felt bad that chat was kind of like ragging on him about talking about dancing, because I was like, it's really cool that he does it. And if he likes it, he likes it. But they were like, oh, he didn't ask you about you. And I'm like, he didn't really have to. I don't mind that. Chat, Simon was being a bad boy. Canty, thank you for subscribing with Prime. Simon was, well, Simon's like my dad. It's like I was getting taken to prom and the guy showed up and he was like, who are you? And you want to take my daughter to prom? That's what it was. Simon was just promming. I would have asked him to backflip, but I was very much in professional mode where I was like, I think the VOD is still up on Prime Video UK. I think, what was I saying? Oh, I was in like professional mode. So when I saw him do the backflip on the video, I was like, should I ask him to do a backflip? Because that's kind of his thing. But we were in a warehouse with equipment everywhere, and the floor was like mega concrete. Like not even like kind of concrete, it was mega concrete. Like, and I just imagined in my head this kid like busting his head open, and then Amazon is like, you've killed him. So I was like, I did not ask him to do it because I was thinking about the safety of it. Yeah, the sand pit. So we did that. The rehearsal helped a lot because we knew what to do and when. We knew where to stand. We knew what different things we were going to do. During the rehearsal, they were like, okay, you need to pick someone to eliminate. And I was like, during the rehearsal? And they were like, yeah. So, I was sneaky. And I eliminated Lily during the rehearsal. Because I was like, I've got to throw them off the scent. I can't let them know. I can't let them know that I've already chosen. I can't let them know. So... So I got rid of Lily, and then it was Holly and Jason, and Jason ended up making sandcastles with me, and then Holly was like, we did a little bit of the sand Pictionary. So then we finished the rehearsal, we chilled out for a moment, and then from the lights in there were so fucking hot. And I was nervous. I was so sweaty. I was like, oh my god, I hope I'm not disgusting. I did that cursed stream in the cursed library. Becky, thank you for the 9 months. And then I had to quickly run downstairs and get into the back of the car with Jack to get ready. And then you saw everything that happened. I told some of the same stories again that I told the first time. And I think it was hilarious that I got to be the fucking weirdo that I am. Because I'm older than these 20-year-olds, and I was like, I'm saying weird shit, and they're probably like, who is this person who is saying weird shit and is like not the same age as us? As in, like, when we did the Eat the Cup, and if you weren't there for Eat the Cup, there's probably a clip of it if someone can post that. But basically what happened was we got ice cream, we got it in cones, and they were dripping everywhere, and I was like, this is a nightmare for being on a dating show to have something so messy. So I said, I thought we would have cups, and Jack was like, cups are shit because you can't eat the cup after you're done. And I said, oh yes you can. And he said, so if one of your dates comes in right now with their drink and they eat the cup after, and I said, that is a power move, I would immediately fall in love. And I would know that they would protect me to the end of the earth. I liked the bit where Jack said I wasn't offended and looked awkward. I can't remember which one that was. So then that's where Eat the Cup was born. Eat the Cup to impress Boba. Lily, Eat the Cup. Etc, etc. Yes, Jack was great. I think he got used to my humor and thought I was funny. Stop, what is this, Lavoto? True, Lavoto, true. Should I just save this and have this on screen? Yes. So then, my other favorite thing during the show was when Jack looked at the chat for a moment and he was like, chat, what do you guys think? And then he goes, did you know that on average a slug moves at 1.3 centimeters per hour or something like that? And I said, not if I can help it. And I think everything I said just threw him off, because maybe it's not the fucking unhinged humor. He's not used to unhinged humor. He fucking... I don't know. Making people laugh is amazing. That was fresh off of Eat the Cup, so I knew it was possible. I was like, oh, I can make this 20-year-old man laugh. Time to do it over and over again so I can feast on his serotonin. Give me the serotonin of the 20-year-old man. It tastes the sweetest. Me, I'm 31 and I make the 20-year-olds laugh. And I feast on their serotonin. He was so lost, but he seemed to like it. Listen, when I was little, my grandma used to tell me... No, it was my uncle. My uncle told me that if I hung out with old people, that they would feast on my essence. And they would stay young and I would get old. So I was afraid of old people for a while. But yes, the slug thing, I said, not if I can help it. And he said, what do you mean? And I said, I would put the slug on a Hot Wheels car and then he would go faster. And he was laughing. And then I said, do you think he would know that he was going faster? Do you think he would have the cognitive... He goes, the cognitive ability to know he was going faster? And I was like, yeah, do you think he would realize that he's like, wow, I'm usually slower than this? And Jack fucking loved that. He thought it was so hilarious. And he was like, I don't know. And he's like, I want to talk about this, but I'll talk about it for hours and we need to move on. After we finished the stream, he brought it up again. And he was like, oh, that was really great. And I was like, yeah, it was really fun. I think it was really funny. I think we worked well together, whatever. And he goes, yeah, the slug thing, I could talk about that for hours. And I was like, maybe we'll have to stream again and talk about the slug. A cartoon of a slug riding on a tortoise going, wee, yeah. He seemed more able to interact with you than the other three. I know. During the rehearsal, we were like, he was on the screen and I was chatting to him and we made a joke about something. And I was like, haha, maybe I'll just go on the date with you instead. And he said, don't say that, I'll get in trouble. I was like, okay, I won't. And then after the show, they were like, that's a wrap, everybody. Really great job. Prime Video was like, loved me. They were like, this was great. You did so good. So yeah, I'll be doing more with them in the future. But they said that it was one of the most successful. They said it was one of the ones that had like the highest average view count. They said usually it starts around 2,000, drops to 1,500, and then sometimes drops to 1,000. But I think we were around like 1,500 the whole time. And they said it was, I think, the most clipped stream that they've had. The most clipped dating show. So I was like, you know what? Not bad. Damn, she's good. Woodwode, thanks for continuing your gift sub from T-Cozy. I saw it go to 3.5k at one point. Ooh. It was good though. Yeah, and Forrest got in trouble. I messaged their mods after and I was like, sorry for my friend being a maniac. But it was good. They were like, that was excellent. Like, that was such a good job. And one of them that worked on that with us is also the one helping with Lord of the Rings. And so she, like, I had a meeting for the Lord of the Rings thing. And she was like, how are you doing? We loved the dating show. And I was like, oh, thank you. So, it's good. She called me a bitch and got banned. Oh my god. You going on another date or was it just a nice meetup? No, it was more just for fun. Because I mean, like, everybody traveled from far away, you know, to do the dating show. And even then, I'm sure, like, even if I really liked someone from the dating show, I'm not going to be like, hey, do you want to date someone that lives in Florida? So it was just for fun. Yeah, I think 2 of them were from Manchester or something. So, why not? No, no, no. I don't want to put that juju on them. So yeah, it was just for fun. Afterwards, like I said, everybody, like, kind of wrapped up. They started cleaning up. And then they were like, see you, bye. They took the video and that was it. Jason posted, like, a video on his Instagram story or something. And then they were like, lovely to meet you, we're leaving now. And I was like, oh, okay. So, the ultimate threat, Florida. Yeah. Twitch does 90-day fiance. It'd be like that. You're underselling yourself. You are worth far more than Florida women. I just, It was just for fun. I don't think if I was seriously interested in dating someone that I'd really go on a dating show for it. So, it was just... But it was, like, mega fun, and I had a great time.